Season's greetings, everyone, and you're welcome to another episode on the ILAG channel. My name is Norm Ihoma, and you're welcome to this lovely channel. If you've not yet liked our video, subscribe to this channel. Please do well to do so. As we all know, we're in December and this is the festive period. A lot of things are going down. A lot of people are just basking in the Christmas celebrations and the atmosphere. Oh my god, there's this atmosphere that comes with Christmas. New clothes, new shoes, new bags, and a lot of outings. And there's also the other part of this season because it's not just the festive period, it is also the end of the year. So there'll be a lot of reflections also going on. Did I clock my goals for the year? Did I do everything that I said I was going to do at the beginning of the year? Did I do them in this year? Did I the expectations that I had, were they met this year? Did I become a better person this year and all of that? So those are the reflections that might come about at the end of this year. That's for those people that will sit down and take an inventory of their lives. So now um in line with that reflective part of the end of the year, I would love to talk about a particular scripture that I read, and I kind of linked it with being very reflective in this period, right? So for some people, for many people, especially in this time that Nigeria is and this economic crisis that Nigeria is going through, there could be that a lot of people did not actually clock what they wanted to do. Maybe they wanted to get start earning a particular amount of money or get into a certain organization. They didn't reach all of that, or save a particular amount. I've heard a lot of people say that this period there is no saving, just be feeding, just make sure that you're eating. When it's time for you to save, you know that you're not supposed to save in this time of your life. So a lot of things have come up like that, right? And so many people might not have met what they wanted to meet, and it can cause them to have this end of the year blues, this very sad approach, and this very like say tired approach, where in some sort of way ingratitude will want to step in, and a lot of doubt and mistrust might just want to clog your heart, or just step in, or might just make you so unmotivated for the new year. But I bring you good tidings. Now, in the book of Acts 12, the Bible gives us a story of a particular king, right? Herod. He captured some Christians and he noticed that the Jews loved it. And one of the persons then that he captured was James, the brother of John, who was an apostle of Jesus Christ. And he killed James, and he saw that it pleased the Jews. So what did he go to do? He went to capture more people. And so the next person he captured was Peter. And so he put Peter in jail. Now, I like how my Bible puts it when it was narrating this ordeal, because immediately we were told that Peter was captured. The next thing my Bible says was that, or is that, and the church prayed for Peter. The church began to pray. That night, the Lord brought deliverance to Peter, sent an angel. Even Peter thought that it was a dream or he was in a vision. And the angel released Peter, took him to the city gate, and Peter now got to the house where the church was praying. That is the house of the mother of Mark. So he knocked on the door. I think when he went there, the church was praying. So someone came out to open the door. And when she came out to open the door, she was like, "Oh my God, Peter." She ran back to tell the church that was praying in that house. And they did not believe it. They were like, maybe it is Peter's angel. And that scripture stood out for me. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm sure you've read the scripture numerous times, right? How that so many times, we have an arranged way, or we have a structured way of how we believe that God should and will answer our prayers. So many times we try to fit God into a box because we believe that this is a certain way that our prayers or our needs be met, or our expectations be met. For the church, they were definitely not expecting a prison break for Peter to appear out of the blues in the middle of the night. If anything, maybe King Herod at that time would just declare something and they would hear it generally that Peter had been released. But it was not so. That was a sign of the miraculous. How does this then apply to us? I don't know what expectation that you set in your heart. I don't know the structured and patterned way that you expect that God will answer your prayer or God will do what He will do. But I've come to let you know today that the way that you're thinking is you putting God in a box, it is you putting God in a cage. Open up your heart and allow the Lord to do what He will do. Do not expect that because you are expecting, let's say, 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira is going to come from your only uncle that used to give you money. When the Lord can just lay it in a stranger's heart to bless you, or the Lord can just bring it from somewhere just so unexpected. In application, if you have set some certain structure that this your miracle oh, or this your job oh, or this your breakthrough, it must be this year or nothing. I want to let you know that you cannot box God. You cannot put God in a box. God has never showed up late. God will never show up late. Every time that the Lord shows up is the right time. I've not heard that God showed up and they'll be like, oh, it's already too late. God never comes around or does this thing and will ever hear that it is too late. So every time that the Lord does something is the right time. So don't box yourself within those expectations that you've set, and it's as though if these expectations are not met, or if what I wrote is not according to how it played out, then you have failed. No, the only person that determines who who we fail is God, and God has not ruled you out as a failure. So keep your head up, um, keep your faith alive, keep hope alive. God is still on the throne. I think it was yesterday I was kind of meditating because in this period I really needed to help my faith because sometimes you just think and think about your life and all of that. And so I was thinking, and you know how that when you're going through one thing, it will look as if that thing is the only thing in life that you're going to go through, and it is that situation that will kill you or terminate you. And so I was like, okay, I remember that anytime somebody is going through something, they should remember the testimonies of what the Lord has done. So I began to reflect on previous things that I thought that would end me and how they turned out. And in every of those situations, I saw that. I mean, I'm here today. If the situations had ended me, I'll not be here today. But I'm here today, which means that I prevailed, which means that God carried me. In all honesty, I did not just prevail and prevail like I managed to go through it. The Lord actually came through. Like the Lord actually showed himself. Huh? Let me tell you a little story. I remember when I was writing my project and it felt like this was the thing that was going to end me. It was really disturbing for me because I don't like research and my project supervisor was not helping matters. And I needed the grade because I wanted my GP to be good. Because anything that happens to your grade in project will affect your result totally. I was really worried. At some point my project supervisor even kind of threatened me that I was not going to, get up to expectation or get a very good score. So my GP was already threatened, but at the end of the day I got a whooping A. It till today is still unbelievable. And I know how I was always bothered about that thing. I was always bothered. I'll go and meet my pastor, I'll talk to this person, I'm like, oh, look at my project, this and that. But through that process, God came through. So that is just a little, that's one of the things I can remember because that project really, really disturbed me. So just think on all the things that you've gone through and think of how God came through for you. Nothing is too small for God to do, and God's time, is the best. It is not cliche. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you were blessed, and I'll see you next week. Bye.